Well, it's Christmas Day and I thought I'd do a video while I'm waiting for dinner. Now this video is about laying a wash, and many of the pictures that you've seen has been on laying the wash, but this is very important in this particular one because of the limited palette. Now I will show you one or two pictures where you had the three primaries and the washes that hang together. Now if you cannot lay a wash on a large sheet of paper, you are dead in the water. Okay, you can bugger around with a little brush and dot bits in here and dot bits in there. You can put as much line work in as you can. You can stick as many trees, boats and all the rest. But if that wash doesn't say the story that the onlooker is looking at, you know, a quiet day, a cold day, a hot day, okay, it must say the story to the onlooker. It must, otherwise you're wasting your time. Now look, I've done many demonstrations with art societies, and I made some terrible mistakes at the beginning, maybe 15 years ago when I started teaching and trying to stretch people. I assumed they all could lay a wash, and it looks dead simple, and obviously to me I've done the most direct approach as I can with it, but so many watercolour artists cannot just lay with that big brush this very thin wash to say the story. So I hope this will be of some benefit. The bit near the end with the way I use the blade on the paper, a word of warning, okay? One bit too much and you're finished again. Okay? So it's all a bit of a jolly this, but take on board what I'm sort of showing you on this one. Okay, it looks simple, most things do, and again for me it is to a point, but it is a battle. It is a juggling act with time, drying speeds and the strength of the washes, how they will dry, because they always dry maybe 3 shades lighter depending on the pigment you're using. Alright, anyway, good luck and I hope you enjoy the video, and happy Christmas. The pencil drawing that you see here is done with a 5B pencil, and a little tip with this about if you want to anchor anything down, maybe this that tree, wet your finger, and there you have the reflection in the water. Very, very quickly done. See this one here, this little boat, watch, bulrushes or something stuck down there, watch. Okay, got that? So dead simple. Okay, and just before we start, let me just show you that this is my palette. This is for indoors. This one is for field use, but you have, when you see the blue is here, blue's there, the hot colours yellow and red are down there. It's the same sort of thing. The only difference is the umbers I've got on this bit, and I've got them on this bit here, see, okay, and the greens there. Alright, I used a big palette, and we're going to keep it to a very limited colour range. So the first thing I'm going to do is just mix up a little bit of lemon yellow, which is right at the end there, look. Okay, that's all we're going to use. We're going to slap that over the whole picture. There we go. This is called killing the white. Okay, just have a nice plenty of water. Let it run down on that bead, and a little tip here, do not press too hard on the paper, very, very gentle. Look, now look how much water you can get on there. See that bead? It will run eventually. Watch that one. Be one of these two here. It's that one. Okay. See, you have that sort of mist, that sparkle in the water. Look, the only reason I put that clip there is because there was a little bit of a... Now look, the same thing. If you want to wipe out anything while it's still wet, while there's a shine on the paper, just you can do this. If I was going to pick a spot there, see that? All helps with the reflection. If you've got Payne's grey, lamp black or neutral tint, they're all near enough the same and it'll have the same effect. So as I said, very limited palette. So this first wash is lemon yellow, which has gone on. This second one I'm putting on is indigo, and that is the colour. Okay, now, mind that clip on the top. Okay. You run that down. So, okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Now, the reason that I put that line is so that bleeds off and doesn't run. Okay. Now, just let me dry the brush slightly and lift that bit out. There again, let me just lift that. Right, I'm going to go in fairly harder now. That means darker. Oh. Like it, love it, look at it. Why do I love watercolour? It's the crack, it's the buzz. Oh. Now, bugger it, let's go in a bit stronger. Eh? Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, Emily. Blow me. I think I'll go a little bit stronger there. Now look. Now you see that wash. Now if I just wet the brush, look guys, the magic of watercolour. Again, a bit more water. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. You can do what you like while it's wet. I think. Now look, the hardest way to work with watercolour is with a small brush and no water on it. Okay, that's the hardest way to work. While that paper's wet, you can do what you like. Look. Okay. Again, I'm just going to add a bit of water with that. Now, whichever way you start, left or right, but where the brush touches first is where most of the water. So, look, see that bit there? And if you want to even it up, you have to then go from this side. See? Got it? Easy peasy, Japanesey. Right, now I'm going to let that do what it does, whichever. Now look, while we're on the subject of reflection and the wash that's going in, look, I'm going to get the indigo there. And I'm back to this little brush here. Jonathan, 50 quid, is Sarah worth it? Yeah, no? No, I mean. Right, look, so if I had, say, this bit here, reflection from that house, maybe a little bit there, okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pick up a little bit of orange, with the indigo, alright? And that will sort of do the tree, I think. A little bit more orange. So again, we're keeping it. Now, yeah, the yellow will be used again. Just a bit more indigo on that. Maybe a little bit there. Now look, well, what I'll do is, let me just go a little bit stronger because that's going to be too soft. Wet and wet, it takes all the power from the paint. Finger, finger, finger. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is up that lemon yellow there, and the indigo will make a sort of green, which is going to go here. Okay. Get up there, go on, get in. Up you go, up. Whoop. Bit of movement, look. Watch. Okay, easy. Look, look. Them little bit of ball brushes, let's put that bit in there. And now I think there's going to be some platform or key. I think I'll just stick that in like that. Alright, hello. Just let that dry, and then we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Oh, hello again. Yeah, look, I'm just finishing this off with this is like a Stanley blade. I'm just picking out little bits along here. Number one, most important, make sure that the paper is bone dry, okay, before you start cutting into this. Now look, let me put one along there. But, a word of warning with this, my budding artists, is you always know when you've done this a bit too much, because you can see the MDF board underneath the paper. Okay, so you know, and less is more. You hear what I say? Less is more. When I first got hold of this technique, I call it a technique. I hate the word, but it has to be a technique. I was in Scotland, and we was going to a ceilidh, and I passed this lock, and it was that sort of June evening, a morning thing, and I took the photographs, and when I got back, I thought, I must capture this on a sheet of paper. And it took me months, and it was with the flat of the blade of a certain paper. This is Bockingford Rough, £140, 300 grams, and it's the perfect paper to do this on. But what it is, I fell in love with the process. So for the next 2 years, all my water had this sparkly, and they called me in Enfield Sparkly Pete. Yeah, that is enough, okay. There is another little thing of lifting out. I've shown you, you know, with the brush, and you know, but you can with a putty eraser. Okay, that's a large putty eraser. Don't go for the cheap ones. You can sort of like, you remember when I sort of went down like this, watch. Like it, like it, like it, like it. Peter, you're a hero, you're a hero. See, you can get that reflection. And you can do this bit as well, look, across. Bockingford is ideal for this lifting out, okay. Now let me just have a little look. Well, I think we've about got it there, do you think? Hey? Okay, my friends, that will do as a little demonstration on laying a wash on a very limited palette of lemon yellow, and again this one was indigo, but you can use any of the others ones I mentioned, and I hope that tells a story.